Putting on. We need a meditation recording button. Okay. So making sure you're comfy, you've got everything you need, any last sips of drink, blankets, warm cozy things, pillows, and taking a moment to arrive. Allowing the strands and busyness of the morning or the day just to dissolve for this time. And quietly begin to center. Acknowledging to yourself that you're here. Giving yourself this space and time. And if it feels right, allowing the eyes to gently close or casting your gaze down, whichever works today. Self to settle. Noticing what's present today in your mind, whether it's fast and furious and has already thought 1,000 thoughts, or it's maybe a little slower and contemplative, just noticing, and maybe inviting it to join in and listen and reflect today. Be quiet in a reflective stance. Allowing your body to relax. Any areas of tension, maybe soften around any areas that feel tense today. Gently bringing your attention and allowing a softening wherever that tension may appear. Now, and focusing for a moment on our breath as we're dropping into our living, breathing bodies. Allowing the breath to be calm. Give the breath some space. Not changing it, just noticing and giving it the space. And acknowledging this wonderful process that goes on the days of our life. Beautiful breath. Maybe in this moment allow a sense of connection to the earth below. Feel the support of Mother Earth. Allowing your breath maybe to drop down to the earth below. And just for a moment feel that sacred exchange. as it was always meant to be, between us and Earth, humans and Earth, like so many of the generations before us knew. That deep, quiet connection to Earth. Thought this morning we would spend some time in a meditation to balance the ancestral energy. And if you're happy to be led by me and follow along, we'll go through a small process. And if at any moment it's not for you, just return to your breath and let the words float past. Connecting to that breath, quiet and gentle breathing. As you sit here now in this present moment, joined to Earth, picture the line of people that came before you. Your parents, whether they're still here or not. Your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents, this line that travels back through time is your lineage and the legacy you have inherited. Imagine for a moment all of these people, the generations standing quietly behind you, a quiet legion of souls, willing you on as you sit here now. Imagine your ancestors standing behind you, and their energy is in you. It's actually hundreds of people, hundreds of stories, all with love, joy, pain, sorrow, the story of many hearts and souls. And all of this ancestral energy is in you. Now we might have a sense of a rooted connection with the souls that came before us, whose meeting enabled our being born, our ancestors. Or we may have little knowledge or sense of what came before, but we are intricately linked through these generational influences and the gifts and the burdens and wounds that got passed down. And now in this moment, you are the pinnacle of consciousness of the generations before you. As you sit here now, and you decide how the story carries on from this moment. How the gifts and the burdens are processed. The ancestral gifts are maybe the wisdom or resiliences or cultural traditions passed through the generations. Our family gifts might be the stories that light us up, or the strength born of adversity, or practices and rituals and traditions, or a love of the land, of nature, or of cultural ways. Our familial burdens might be patterns of trauma, repression, or unhealed pain and wounds, handed down epigenetically from family conflict, abuse, fear, or scarcity, disconnection from self, or unresolved and unprocessed grief, shame and hidden secrets, or promises not kept. Both the gifts and the burdens are woven together and embedded in our subconscious and unconscious patterns, our energetic systems. And holding space for both the gifts and the traumas allows us to uphold the values and to heal the wounds. So, an invitation now to gently reflect. Allowing our minds to be quiet, though, as much as possible, an inner reflection. Imagine dropping pebbles into still water, and you're the still water. And as the pebble drops, you just simply watch the ripples spreading out. Notice the pattern, the light. To treat these meditative questions like dropping a pebble into your pond and see what ripples out. Just quietly listening to your inner voice. So taking the idea of ancestral energy in us with the gifts, strengths and qualities helped your family lineage to navigate the burdens it faced and had to carry. What gifts, and allow a reclaiming of these values and gifts, asking, how can you embody the strengths and values and gifts that they left in their trace? How do you see these gifts reflected in your own life? What are my ancestral strengths and qualities? Maybe allowing that feeling of strength that comes from knowing that people through hundreds of years have lived and survived many situations, have loved and developed great richness. All of this has passed to you, your gifts. Gently turning our attention to the burdens with the idea of allowing the release of that side of the ancestral energy, asking what beliefs and stories are left in you that no longer serve your present moment and your life now. What wounds are in the lineage that you do not need to carry forward. Gently allowing space inside to hold the truth, and maybe some of the sorrows and difficulties that attach to the families. And holding space so the burden has a moment to be noticed. Knowing you can let go at any moment. It's not a burden you have to carry forward. Sitting quietly for a moment, the idea of holding both the gifts and the burdens in our consciousness, and what you will keep and what you will let go and release. To read some words, excuse me, from a traditional Nahuatl prayer, the Nahuatl people of the Americas, allowing the words to settle with you if they fit. Excuse me. I release my parents from the feeling that they have failed with me. I release my children from the need to make me proud, so that they can write their own ways according to their hearts. I release my partner from the obligation to make me feel complete. I lack nothing in myself. I learn with all the beings that surround me through all time. I thank my grandparents and ancestors who met so that today I breathe life. And I release them from the faults of the past and from the wishes they did not fulfill, aware that they did the best they could to resolve their situations within the consciousness they had at that moment. I honor them. I love them. And I recognize their innocence. I bear my soul before their eyes, and that is why they know that I do not hide or owe anything more than being faithful to myself and my own existence, walking with the wisdom of the heart. I am aware I am fulfilling my life project, free of visible and invisible family loyalties that may disturb my peace and my happiness, which are my greatest responsibilities. I renounce the role of saviour, of being the one who unites or fulfills the expectations of others. And learning through love, I bless my essence and my way of expressing. Although there may be someone who cannot understand me, I understand myself. I know who I am, what I feel, what I do, and why I do it. I respect and approve. I honor the divinity in me and in you. We are free. And now, Huatul prayer. Sensing now that legion of souls behind you, feeling their presence for one last moment. Willing you to be free and move forward, following your own destiny. Quietly, quietly they are leaving. The figures behind fading. And then it's just you sitting in your room, sitting in your own energetic space, in your own body, with your own mind, your own heart, your own soul. Your own life, connected to yourself and to all consciousness. that's been before, that is and will be. And sensing how it feels to be in your body at this moment. Allowing your attention to sense the room around you, the space around you, the sounds. As you come back into this moment, maybe introducing some gentle movement as we come to the end of our meditation, wiggling your fingers, maybe your toes, maybe having a stretch or a yawn or a sigh. And gently, gently, when you're ready,